Gratitude to Professor Christopher Chappell at Loyola Marymount University for hosting and organizing this outstanding conference. And the topic for today's presentation is Digital Dharani Project, Preserving Rare Incantation Manuscript from Nepal. My name is Miro Sake, professor at the University of West. Dharani. So what does Dharani means? So Dharani means to grasp or hold. It is also referred to as a magical formula, phrase, and is an important genre in Mahayana literature. Lamotte and Babbage have suggested memory as an alternative translation. Dharani is a type of mnemonic device, which is a memory technique that can help improve your ability to recall or retain information. It is also interchangeable with two other similar words, mantra or vidya, which refer to types of incantation. In Mahayana Sutras, Dharani are revealed as encoded system of the Buddha's speech. The origin of the Dharani remain unclear, but they may be related to indigenous mantric tradition that were incorporated into early Brahmic and Buddhist spell literature. The Dharani likely originated in the early century BC, possibly during the time of the Buddha himself. The Pali literature provides evidence that the Buddha believed in the doctrine of Iddhi and supernatural power and identified four Iddhipada, Chanda, Viryam, Chittam, and Vimamsa, which could lead to the production of superhuman abilities. In the similar manner, Mahayana Buddhists in India transformed sacred texts into neochromatic charm, much like how Buddhists in Ceylon use certain sutras as pariti and piriti. And Professor Skilling points out that texts of other mainstream Buddhist school related to magical practice are also likely to have once been grouped together, as they are reference to the Dharani Pitaka or Mantra Pitaka of the Dharmaguptaka and Mahasangika, and the Vidyadhara Pitaka of the Mahasangika in some sources. Early evidence, the first known physical evidence of the Buddhist spell in South Asia can be traced back to the 1st century CE. The evidence comes from the Manasili Nagaraja Sutra found in Gandhara, which dates back to the early century of the Common Era. The sutra presents an incarnation vidya taught by the Naga king, Manasili. And this is the one of the manuscript folio found in Gandhara region, and it's preserved in Washington Library, University of Washington. And then early other sources in the various Vinaya and Dharani are included in Lotus Sutra, in Sanskrit Saddharma Pundarika, and Sadrula Karna Avadana. And probably the earliest Dharani text in Chinese came from the late 2nd century. And Dharani were beginning to be used as a protective spell from the 5th century CE onward. And this is one of the fragments we find in Chinese Museum, Hetian, Xinjiang province, which belongs to 5th century. Where can we find this Dharani manuscript? So there are several Dharani manuscripts we can find, and there are over 1,300 surviving manuscripts of Dharani scripture in South Asia, with most of them being preserved in Kathmandu, Nepal. And there are several collections and compendium of Dharanis, including Pantaracha, 5 protection collection, Dharani Sangraha, and Saptabara, 7 days compendium. So the collection known as Saptabara, 7 days, consists of Vasundhara, Vajra Vidharani, Gantapati Hidya, Usnisa Vidya, Parnasavari, Marichi, Gahamatrika. So each Dharani in this collection is associated with the specific day of the week, which is a tradition that has been followed in Nepal since at least 16th century. And additionally, there are individual Dharani, such as Amitayu Sutra, Gramatika Dharani, Siddhartha Vasundhara Dharani, and others. The, among the newer Buddhists, the chanting of the Dharani is widely practiced, with every Mahayana Vihara in Kathmandu Valley conducting the chanting in the early morning at the Hiranambana Mahavihara in Patan. A group called Namasangati recite various Dharani around 5 a.m. each day. And here are some examples of Dharani that are chanted. Aparmita Dharani for prolonging the life, Paisesa Buddha Dharani for healing patients, Tara Dharani for overcoming obstacles. And Dharani are capable of blending both worldly and supermundane goal. This integration of the two types of the object can be seen as a unique and essential feature of Dharani. Professor Sanchez point out, one of the most significant aspects of Dharani formula is to integrate mundane and supermundane goal as an interrelated wholesomeness, holiness. Dharani is doesn't in day-to-day life in Kathmandu Valley. So Basundhara Dharani recitation. The Buddha expounded the Basundhara Dharani in Kausambi in response to a request for a sermon from the layman named Sutundra, who desired prosperity for all beings. In addition to teaching of the Dharani, the Buddha also enumerated its benefit and provide ritual instruction for its use. After receiving this spell, Sutundra became wealthy, and this Dharani is chanted by people in Nepal with the desire to become prosperous. A group recitation of No Sutra and Pancharacha Sutra. Durgati Padisana Dharani. So the Dharani is chanted by people with the purpose of seeking protection from lower rebirth, purifying all negative rebirth. Tara and Aparimita Dharani. The people chant this Tara Dharani with the aims of seeking protection from all types of obstacle. And Amitaya Sutra comprises Amitaya spell of the Buddha, which he teaches to the Bodhisattva Manjushri in Sravasti. Those who recite, copy, and venerate this text are rewarded with a long life and reborn in Amitaya Buddha realm. Additionally, they are also said to be reborn in the Sukhavati land of Amitabha. So further benefit including being revered by various Buddhas and attending the highest level of perfect awakening. Pancharacha Sutra recitation, which comprise the Mahapatisara, Mahamayuri, Mahasra Paramadani, Mantranusarni, and Mahashitavati. So it is believed that chanting these Dharani can provide protection and benefit to the practitioner. So last year, in March 2022, we start this digital Dharani project with the goal to preserve and collect all the Sanskrit manuscripts available in Nepal. And so far, we have digitized 119 Dharani manuscripts and for the purpose of preserving cultural heritage of Nepal. And these manuscripts will obtained from the local collection in both Lalitpur and Kathmandu cities. And we set up the scanning station in our office in Lalitpur, and we up-to-date state-of-art technology. We scan, and we also provide the transcription of this 119 Dharani in Roman and Devanagari. Hopefully next year it will be completed. And there's some sample monastery I want to show you. Bodhisattva Dharani is beautiful with miniature art. Ganapati Hide Dharani. So Ganapati Hide Dharani is a part of the Saptabhara Dharani group, which is recited by newer Buddhists on Tuesday to invoke Ganesha. This Dharani involves chanting Ganesha's heart mantra and offering invocation to him. This is another manuscript, Pancharaksha. And Harati Dharani. So Harati Yaksha provided protection to the fetus in the mother's womb, and she underwent a transformation from being a human eater to a goddess after becoming a follower of the Buddha. A recitation of this Dharani is believed to bring protection from Harati to the person who chanted. And this is one of our AIBS transcript team. So they daily work for 5 hours to transcribe these manuscripts. And manuscripts written in many different scripts Pachalit, Pujimol, and Ranjana. Those are very old script of Nepal. And so you can see some example here. So they transcribe into, so the key into the, like this called iTrans code. And those iTrans code can be converted into Roman and Devanagari simultaneously. That's the one of the benefit of this new technology. And this web, so we collaborate with the Asian Legacy Library, and they are sponsoring our project, but all the work is done in Nepal, and we just put these scan images in the website called Asian Legacy Library, and all the tarnish scan will be available free on this Asian Library. You can see some of the specimen here. So you can zoom in, zoom out all the manuscript. And conclusion, the Tarni holds significant importance for the Mahayana Buddhists. It is crucial to safeguard rare and endangered Tarni collection. The Digital Tarni project serves as a foundation for the preserving manuscript and the living heritage of Nepal. Thank you so much.